Hi friends, it's Maya coming to you with another video. In this video, my friends, we are making puff puffs. If you want to know how to make this simple recipe, let's get started. So this recipe is ridiculously simple to make. And all I need is a cup. I think I'm going to do 2 cups of flour. Okay, so let's do 2 cups of flour. I need 2 cups of flour. Ridiculously simple recipe, my friends. I'm going to actually put a little bit of salt. I'm going to sprinkle some salt in here. I'm going to stir this up a little bit. Okay. I'm telling you, ridiculously simple. All right, so now I need some sugar. I'm going to go with half a cup of sugar for this. Half a cup of sugar only because I do not want mine on the sweet side. So I'm going to do half a cup of sugar. Half a cup of sugar in. And I don't have to use up all the sugar as well, right? So yeah, maybe, yeah. Okay, so we got the sugar in. I'm gonna mix this around. Also, we need a packet of this quick rising yeast, right? Just a packet, and if not, it's 2 tablespoons. Okay, and that's all you need in there. And I'm sprinkling this in, and I'm also going to stir it up. Now, you can add anything that you want to in here. You can put some nutmeg in here. You can put some other spices or other herbs in here as well. You can put all spices in here. I think I'm going to tip a little bit of nutmeg in here because I like the taste of the nutmeg in here. When I put my nutmeg in, I just want a sprinkle, not very much, maybe a half a teaspoon or something. It's up to you on this point, right? But I'm going to put it in because I like the taste of the nutmeg on my puffs. And this is not my recipe. I got this off YouTuber that I was watching. She made this wonderful, and since I've discovered this recipe, I kind of do my own version now and add in ridiculously simple stuff in it, like apples. I've added saltfish in it because I find that every community or every culture have their own version of how to make dumplings, right? How to have their own unique way of making dumplings, and this is just almost like a soft, fluffy dumpling. Now, here we go. I'm just going to get some water, and you want warm water from the tap. You do not want very hot water. You just want warm water, okay? I got a cup of warm water here, my friends, so I'm going to start mixing in all of this, right? And you might need a lot more water than this, but you judge. It's definitely more than a cup. So I got 2 cups of water now, and I might end up needing more than this, right? And so yeah, what you want to do is take your time to mix this in though, right? So it's maybe a cup and a half or up to 2 cups of water that you need for the amount of ingredients in there, right? You want to make sure this is all mixed out and really incorporated. And there. So the reason you need warm water for this is for the warm water to kind of activate the yeast batter start to rise, right? You just want to make sure the batter is starting to rise, so you just want to make sure everything is mixed in. And you see how sloppy this is? This looks like maybe a pancake consistency. See this? Or a porridge consistency. That's what you need. Okay, my friend? That's what you need. Trust me on this. That's what you need. Now, okay. Here it is. I'm gonna leave it in here. I'm grabbing a clean dish towel, and you're just gonna cover it up like this with a nice clean dish towel, and you're just gonna put it somewhere where it's warm. Now my oven was on a little bit earlier, so I'm just gonna leave this on top of the stove so that all that warmness kind of help the yeast to activate and get this dough rising. Okay, so we're gonna leave this in a warm area for anywhere from half an hour to an hour so it can rise. That's all you need. Okay. Oh, then we're gonna come back and fry up these bad boys. Okay. Okay, my friends, let's open this thing. And oh man. Oh, there it is. That's what we're looking for. That's what we're looking for. You see how that puffs right up? That's what we're looking for. This is it. Nicely raised and everything. Okay, so let's move on to the next step. So this is after about an hour. We're busy putting Christmas tree up, and so I left this to rise. So now let's stir it up a bit. We're stirring this up a bit. I put my oil on to heat up. I have the stove on medium high. Actually, I'm going to turn it's on high now. Make sure your stove is on medium high. Make sure the oil is very hot before you start this process. Okay, so let's continue and do this. So I use a ice cream scoop for this part, my friends, and that's what I use to get those nice balls in. Right, nice round balls, and you just drop them. They don't have to be. They don't have to.
They're not round.
They're not round, but round enough or semi-round, right? And they don't have to be perfect. Okay, so let's. And I use a small pot when I shouldn't have. Okay, and basically that's it. We're just gonna let those cook off, and then we'll get it together again. Okay. So this is the color that you're looking for, nice and fluffy and golden. And so I'm just going to put that on a paper towel so the excess oil just drains off a bit. I'm going to continue frying it up, frying up the rest of it, and then we're gonna plate them and show you what it looks like. Okay, there goes my friends. This is our puff puff, the puff puff. And light and fluffy as I told you. And so we're all finished baking these, and this is what it looks like. Absolutely delicious. And what you're looking for is this nice golden brown color, right? Not burnt, it's not burnt, it's just nice and golden colors. This is what you're looking for. And I've paired it with French fries. Chicken necks. So this recipe, I'll put a link to it for the chicken necks. I'll put the recipe for the chicken leg, and I also will put the recipe for the puff puff. Simple snack. You can have this for breakfast, lunch, or dinner. Easy breezy, a nice Friday night meal. Thank you for watching. You'll see me again in the next video.